Hello. In our previous video, we discussed the basic data types in Python programming. Today, we will try to understand what is the importance of advanced data types in Python programming. Welcome back to VJ Tech Talks. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for the latest upcoming videos. Let's get started. Python offers various advanced data types. The one So we have four major advanced data types here in the Python, right? So what is the importance of these Python advanced data types? Each variable we have assigned single value, right? Each variable we assigned a single value. But what if somebody asks you to assign multiple values to the single variable? Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. The possible with the advanced data types. That's how it is, this is the role of the advanced data types in Python program. If somebody asks you to store multiple values in a single variable, then you must use the advanced data types. Okay, now let's get started. We'll talk about each data type individually. We'll try to explore the different options of each data type. List. What is list? What is the use of list? First, try to understand the definition of list data type. List data types are heterogeneous data type. Basically, a list data type is a heterogeneous data type. What does it mean that the heterogeneous? Heterogeneous is nothing but it can store the different types of values, which means either you can assign string and integer or combination of integer or string. It doesn't matter. It's a capable of holding the different types of data type, that is what heterogeneous data. It's pretty much it can capable of holding the different types of data, heterogeneous data. Let me try to write it down. X equal to, this is how you have to write it down. 20. Okay, hold on, and let me try to print this. What happened here? See, as I said that it's a case sensitive language, very careful while writing, trying to print with the small letters. That's what the error. See, now I can able to print the values. Okay, if somebody asks you to check, it's a you know it's a list or not. How you can check, right? See, here it is a list. Okay, if you look at here the data, it's a pretty much it's a integer, right? As I said that list is a heterogeneous type of data type, right? Let me try to write it down here. Y equal to, let's say, 10 comma Vijay 20 Raj. Just let me try to keep the values like this, okay, for better understanding. Okay, and let me print this. Print Y. Super. And then try to understand that. See, I can able to print it, right? Try to understand the Y is the list or not first. Print Y gamma type Y. See, now I can say that a list is a heterogeneous data, easily it can hold, right? List is capable of holding the heterogeneous data, right? Then what if somebody asks you to access the data from the list? Is there a way to access? Yes, of course we can access the data from the list. How? The basically the accessing the elements from the list, you should follow the indexing methodology. How? What is this indexing, right? Index basically it starts from the 0, right? Let me try to write it down here. X of 0, what is the value here? 10. If you closely observe, let me write it down one more time here. X equal to, so let me write it down different values: 90, 40, 20, and 10, 30, 45, 48. Okay. What happens? See, the first element is I was trying to access this, the first element of the from the list, but basically index starts with 0. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, isn't it? So that's how it typically works, isn't it? Now let's say, okay, let me try to access another element. Let me try to access x 5, 48. See, end of the index. I hope you got the I hope you understand this point, how to access the elements from the list, right? Now let's move on to the next. Basically, when you specify like this, why when you specify the index value, and this is counting from the left side. What if somebody asks you to print the end of this element? If say, let's say here we have a countable number of elements that we can count it. Let's say you have a big massive list, huge list. It's very difficult for you to count, right? If somebody asks you to print last element from the list, I mean, basically if you look at here, it is counting from the left to right, right? What about the right to left? How you can access? Is it possible in the list? Yes, still it is possible. How we can do that? Let's say -1. In the reverse order, just I'm trying to bring the value. Let's say -2. See, it's a 30th. See 30th data. Like the element from the right to left. If the left to right means, there always you can use the positive indexes. And if you are trying to access the elements from the list from the right to left, you always use the negative index. Okay, the negative index starts from the -1, the positive index starts from the 0. Okay, that's how it is. Now let's imagine if somebody asks you to, hey, I need of this element 10 Vijay, and let's say I need till this part. Okay, I will talk about this one only. 90, 40, 20. We know that individually how to access the element from the left to right and right to left. But what if somebody asks you to access the element from 90, 40, and 20, how to access it? Is it possible? And still it is possible. Just I can show you that. This is we call it as, this one we call it as a slice. The slicing and accessing the list element. Just we are doing the slicing. We are making it as a pieces, subparts of the list. Just we are doing the subparts of the list, and then we are accessing it. That's what it is. Okay. Basically, let me index starts with a 0, and I said 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, right? So let me keep it here 3. I will tell you like why I am specifying here is 3. Okay, then I will keep it here 1. What happens here? Just try to observe. Print x, because I'm assigning the value here, rather I'm just, yeah, okay. So okay, why this is written all the variable? Okay, maybe let me do one thing. I will try to assign this one to another variable. I try to, okay, assign this one. Let me see. Yeah, now this is work. How this is working here? Okay, maybe because of it is still referring to the previous list execution. That's why it was it's displaying the values. Okay, now so now as I said that, like someone asks you to as and the specific number of elements to access from the list. This is how you have to do that. What is this actually? Here I have specified 3. The basically like it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, isn't it? 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm supposed to get the 10 as well, right? But then why still 20? Because it's here the position, like I can talk about this one. What is 0 and what is 3, what is 1? O means here it's always its start position of the index, and this one is stop position of the index. Here stop position means is how actually it works. 3 minus 1 always stop. Okay, and here let me write it down here. O means start position, and 3 means stop but -1, which means 3 minus 1, it's a 2. Okay, when you say 2 means 0, 1, 2. See, we got 3 values. The next one is step. Step means just moving one step ahead. Okay, if I specify 2, what happens? Just observe here. See, got it? It starts from 0, just is jumping to the next one, right? It's not counting this 40. It's just jumping to the second position. You understand? Yeah, that's what actually the step means. It's which means that the step means it's moving the based on the steps you specified. How many steps you want to move? That's what it's step. Okay. So what if somebody is not specifying any value? If somebody is not specifying any value, if they are trying to access like this. What if somebody is not specifying anything? If they are trying to access an element, they forgot to give this index value, where to start, and how many elements they want, and what is the step position, how many steps it should move, the counting. What happens? Just try to understand. Let me print it down. Just I'm printing V. See, all the list elements I can able to read it here. What is happening here? Basically, what is happening is that when you specify like this, the default zero position. It always starts from the 0. What about stop? By default, last index. It takes the last index up from the list. And what about this step? How many steps this will move? By default, 1. That's the reason, like if somebody is not specifying this, still there is a feasibility where you can access the list element. Okay. Now, what if somebody asks you to add element to the list? Can you do that? Of course, we can do that. Let me pull this one down for better understanding. Okay. What if somebody asks you to add an element to the existing list? Can we do that? Why not? We can do that. Just see here also playing with index. Let's say 100. Okay, let me print the X. See what happens? It's override the existing the index position. Earlier it was 90. Now after I have added this value, it's override the existing list. But what if I don't want to override this one? Rather, just I want to add an element. Still we can add that one. What you have to do? Append the element what you want. Just let's say 1000. Let me execute. Then try to print. So now you can observe. But in this case, when you are trying to add an element, it's always this will append the new value is appending the end of the list. That's how you can add it. If you want to remove, just a remove function you have. Just simply you can give the index position or the value, either ways. Just I'm removing. Now let me print. See, I have removed 100 from the list, start position from the list. Okay. Now, let's say if somebody asks you to add to list, can we do that? Why not? We can do that. Let me try to write it down. List 1 equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. This is the list 1. And then list 2. And I will say Vijay, Raj, Rani. Okay. Now, just I'm trying to add these two lists. What I can do? List 3. Simple as that, like list 1. Just plus append up plus operator and then 2. That's all. Let me print it out. Print list 3. Okay, let's execute. See how simple, right? How simple it is. Like, you can able to add like this, like you can create multiple lists, you can add it like this. That's all. Okay, if you want to play around this list, if you want to understanding all the list operator, what are the operators, what are the feasibilities, the features are there with the list. What you can do is you can just W3 schools, you have a Python list. There are plenty of lists. See, accessing the list element, changing the list elements, adding, removing, looping, and listing the list the comprehensive list, and sorting and copy. So all these things we have, you can play around these methods and whatever you have here. Okay, I will leave this link in our video description. You can play around it. Okay, and that's all for today. I will stop here. I will take a pause, and in the next video we will talk about the tuples. What is tuple? Like, okay, we will talk about it. And for now I will stop it here. And if you have any questions, please feel free to post it in the comment section. I will reply as soon as possible. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you. Bye bye.